Hi friends, hope you're doing fine. Today I'm narrating a summary from the book The Five Dysfunctions of a Team by Patrick Lencioni. The first dysfunction is an absence of trust among team members. Essentially, this stems out from the unwillingness to be vulnerable within the group. Team members who are not generally open with one another about their mistakes and weaknesses. It makes it impossible to build a foundation for trust. This failure to build trust is damaging because it sets the tone for the second dysfunction, that is, fear of conflict. Teams that lack trust are incapable of engaging in unfiltered and passionate debate of ideas. Instead, they resort to veiled discussions and guarded comments. A lack of healthy conflict is a problem because it ensures the third dysfunction of a team, lack of commitment. Without giving and aired their opinions in the course of passionate and open debate, team members rarely, and if they feel, buy in and commit to decision, though they may feel uncomfortable in these discussions and agreement during the meetings. Because of this lack of real commitment and buy-in from the team members, develop an avoidance of accountability. The fourth dysfunction. Without commitment to a clear plan of action, even the most focused and driven people often hesitate to call their peers on actions and behaviors that seem counterproductive to good of the team. Failure to hold one another accountable creates an environment where the fifth dysfunction can thrive. Inattention to results occurs when team members put their individual needs, such as ego, career development, or recognition, or even the needs of the division of the collective goals of the team. Dysfunction number one, absence of trust. Trust lies at the heart of functioning, cohesive team. Without it, the teamwork is all about but impossible. Teammates must get comfortable with vulnerable with one another. Team leaders must create an environment that does not punish vulnerability. By building trust, a team makes conflict possible because team members do not hesitate to engage in a passionate and sometimes emotional debate, knowing that they will not be punished for saying something that might otherwise be interpreted as destructive or critical. Dysfunction number two, fear of conflict. It is important to distinguish productive ideological conflict from the destructive fighting and interpersonal politics. Ideological conflict is limited to concepts and ideas and avoids personality focus means spirited attacks. Teams that avoid ideological conflicts often do so in order to avoid hurting team members' feelings, and then they end up encouraging dangerous tensions. Those that avoid conflict actually doom themselves to revisiting issues again and again without any resolution. As long as some team members believe that the conflict is unnecessary, there's little chance that it will occur. It is the key that leaders demonstrate and restraint when people engage in conflict and allow resolution to occur naturally. As messy as it can be, sometimes it can be. By engaging in productive conflict and tapping into team members' perspective and opinions, a team can confidently commit and buy into a decision, knowing that they have benefited from everyone else's decision. Dysfunction number three, lack of commitment. The two greatest causes of the lack of commitment are the desire for consciousness and the need for certainty. In many cases, teams have all the information they need, but it resides within the hearts and minds of the team itself and must be extracted through unfiltered debate. One of the greatest consequences for an executive team that does not commit to clear decisions is unresolvable discord deeper in the organization. More than any other member of the team, the leader must be comfortable with the prospect of making a decision that ultimately turns out to be wrong. In order for the teammates to call each other on their behaviors and actions, they must have a clear sense of what is expected out of. Dysfunction number 4, avoidance of accountability. In the context of teamwork, accountability refers specifically to the willingness of the team members to call their peers on performance or behaviors that might hurt the team. Members of great teams improve their relationships by holding one another accountable, thus demonstrating that they respect each other and have high expectations for one another's performance. The most effective means of maintaining high standard of performance on a team is the peer pressure. It must be clear to the team members that accountability has not been relegated to conscious approach but merely to a shared team responsibility, and that the leader of the team will not hesitate to step in whenever it is necessary. An absence of accountability is an invitation to team members to shift their attention to the areas other than the collective results. Function number 5, inattention to results. An unrelenting focus on specific objectives and clearly defined outcomes is a requirement for any team that judges itself on performance. Every good organization specifies what it plans to achieve in a given period, and these goals, more than that, the financial metrics that drives make up the majority of the near team controllable results. Team leaders must be selfish and objective and reserve rewards and recognition for those who make a real contribution to the achievement for group goals. If you're interested to watch such inspirational and knowledgeable summaries which can transform your life, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates.